Hey, gang, this is Boogie with Carolina Originals, throwing a spotlight on the music and the sounds of the South from North and South Carolina. And we have with us tonight a wonderful group that's just appeared here on Hometown Hodges, Charles Hedgepath. And how you doing, my
Yeah,
friend?
I'm doing great. We got David Cotillius. We got Jacob Johnson right
David
there.
Jacob, yes, I mispronounced his name earlier, but I'm sorry about that.
We
JJ,
got it worked out. It's
you,
all right.
you remind me of another friend of mine that's a musician. And
Handsome fella, does well with the ladies.
does good, does
Yeah.
real good.
Yeah, that's real good. Yeah, nice.
But what we do here on the show is we do like a backstage interview with you guys and different groups and kind of see what's going on with your music. And first of all, let's see if we can't sell a few CDs for you.
Yeah.
What's your website, Charles?
Well, there's charleshedgepath.com, but you can also check out the shadyrecruits.com. There's music there. There's thebadpopes.com. But all of those bands are up on all the major platforms. And so,
Spotify, Apple, etc.
thank you, David.
Welcome.
Cool. How long you been into the music business there, Charles?
Oh, I've been playing for a long time. I started playing really when I was in high school professionally, and then I came to Furman University up here, and I played throughout that, and I fell in love with the area, and I stayed around, and I've been playing ever since.
Ever since.
Yeah.
How did you run into these guys?
Well, David and I play in a band together called the Shady Recruits. So we've been working hard, and we've got some new music and stuff out there that we're working on. And Jacob's somebody I've known for a long time, and since the way that we were playing tonight, it made sense. Jacob is such a wonderful solo artist because he's
Yes.
a great songwriter and guitar acrobatist. That is great to have him and the two of us and then all three of us together. I figured that would be a good show.
And it did come off great. We enjoyed the show tonight. It was just a great job, guys. You're all over it. Jacob, how did you get into the music business? And what influenced you?
I learned the first three chords that I ever learned from my grandmother, Mary, who back when she was younger, she would play in pickup bands. So when country acts would tour, they wouldn't travel with a band. They would just hire people wherever they went. So she played in these bands with people like Ernest Tubb and Hank Snow whenever they were coming through town. So, yeah, she taught me the first three chords I ever learned, and then just started getting out and playing with whoever I could and bugging people to teach me stuff. And
He's finally got that fourth chord
yes, yeah, I finally got the fourth.
after all these years. I made it.
And you have your own solo career as well.
Yeah.
Tell folks about how they can get in touch with you.
Well, you can find out what I've got going on, which right now is not much, obviously. But when there is, it will be at jacobjohnsontunes.com. Jacob Johnson Tunes, Tunes. And you can go there, and I've got my CDs for sale on there, but they're also on all the streaming platforms, Spotify, Amazon, iTunes, Apple Music. iTunes isn't a thing anymore, Apple Music. And I get, got a lot of videos on YouTube, and I try to be all over the place as much as I can.
That's good.
Yeah.
And you're on tonight's show on Hometown Hodges as well. How long you been playing the bass?
I guess this is about 9 or 10 years.
9 or 10 years.
10 years now. And my involvement in this whole thing, I, like Charles, play in the band The Shady Recruits. We do
likes
all
me.
sorts of funky, jazzy, real feel-good tunes, and it's actually got two members of the Marcus King Band in there. So we have a lot of fun, a lot of great musicianship, and a lot of improvisational exploration.
There you go. That's good. It's
Yes.
healthy.
Yeah.
Boy, I love music. And in this time when we have a crisis going on, folks can't come out and all. How do you spend your time? Are you working in the studio? Projects?
There's studio work. David's been writing a bunch of tunes, so we're going to be releasing a COVID session, and I think there's a lot of people that are doing that, and then other people are trying to fill their time with other things. So it's really the studio or stuff that exists online like this is really the only possibility.
And it's just a great thing that we can do this on Facebook and have live performances come into their bedroom or wherever they are.
Yeah.
Well, Charles, I can tell you guys must play out a good bit, and you probably missed the road, huh?
Yeah, for me, playing normally is 4 or 5 times a week bare minimum, and Jacob's going all over the place, playing by himself and different people, and
I've been dreaming about it.
Yeah.
I've had dreams about getting on stage again.
yeah,
I would think so.
Weird,
Now, I
yeah.
could tell the way you were performing that you were ready for the audience to respond.
Yeah, I was waiting for him to show up, but
I think a situation like this makes you appreciate that more, and so it's made me, kind of reevaluate, what it was to be playing. And so once it's taken away like that, then you're like, man,
Yeah.
so it's a great feeling to interact with the people and play music again.
Yeah, you feed off of that, don't you?
Yeah,
You know,
of
the,
course.
the people get involved, and
It's not about the money.
no, I've heard a few jokes about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we won't go there.
Yeah.
But Charles, yeah, it's money is one thing that everybody kind of needs at this point in time, and we have that virtual tip jar.
That's a good point you brought that up there.
Yeah, visit that on Hometown Hodges, folks, and donate and help out with the musicians and the sound company and all.
That's awesome.
That's on Hometown Hodges Facebook page. Anything else we can add, guys? I know we've just enjoyed your show, and you probably got to get on back, but I'm going to be editing the show tonight and playing.
Thank you so much for having
your
us.
music.
This was great addition here. We didn't know that we get to talk to you, so that's so cool that we did.
Well, it's so cool to be here.
Thankful to do that. Once again, Brother David on the bass there.
Yes.
The one and only Jacob Johnson.
Right?
Charles Hedgepath.
Correct.
So thank you, Hometown Hodges. Thank you so much.
It's a good
Really-
deal.
Really appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man.
No,